Let's talk about active listening.
Mm.
This is one that I find to be very interesting because I see that when many people engage in conversation, they're simply waiting for that person to stop talking so they can
Yeah.
download
Oh, yeah.
on them and listen. There's no listening. There's no active listening taking place. So, how can we place ourselves in a position where we can be actively listening?
Mm.
And then two, how can we position our conversation to help the person we're having a conversation with actively listen?
Let's define active listening first for anybody who has heard the term but not really sure what it means.
Fair.
What I consider it to be is when you are an active participant in the conversation with your nonverbal and verbal cues. You might hear somebody like you as active listening. There's some people who might go overboard and do it way too much, and that's annoying. There's a balance with everything. How can you be a better active listener? What I like to recommend is if you can mirror the end of their conversation. Active listening, whenever you can give the nonverbal cues, is great. But if I can take the very end of your sentence and simply repeat it back to you, you're going to feel like I heard you. You're going to feel a lot more acknowledged. That's a lot more connected to me. You want to be a better active listener. Number one, ask one question. Don't immediately go to solving it. Ask one question. It could be as simple as, what was your favorite part? That makes them feel heard and acknowledged. Big check mark. Number two, if you need to be a better active listener, aside from the little nonverbal cues we talked about, repeat the last little bit of their question. That's mirroring. That's going to make them feel like you heard them in some sense. And number three, if you can, and this is the most difficult, Paul, is empty out the idea of you having to spit something out right away. It takes a lot of discipline, but to actually listen without formulating a thought. And you can do that by your breath and adding some space before you start to respond to it. Because most of the time when you're talking, we're only thinking about how we're going to respond to it.